Hey there, Alex Kidman here, and Samsung's just announced two new Galaxy A series phones, the A35 and A55, and here they are. I had the opportunity for a brief hands-on session, and when I say brief, this was super brief. This was one of those take some photos of the devices kind of deals, not the opportunity to do a full hands-on test, although I did get to walk away with a loaner of the A55, the higher spec model in the two, and you should be able to see a review of that from me fairly soon, so stay tuned for that one. So the A55 with coffee cup for scale is a nice looking and nice feeling phone. A metal body, which you don't always see in this kind of price bracket, nice bright 120Hz screen. All of this was looking good, feeling good. And to an extent, I think Samsung's got the brand position that it probably shouldn't be releasing cheapish feeling phones in this kind of price point. So this is very much a design that you could sort of maybe push someone into thinking, hey, this is actually like a Galaxy S phone. This is the lilac color. I can't quite decide. Usually they're lilac phones I don't like. This one, I'm okay with it actually. And here's the slightly less expensive A35. I don't have one of those to review just yet, but I should, I'm told, be able to get hold of one. So stay tuned for the review on that one. Again, decent looking phone, reasonable sort of design. The specs on both of them are kind of interesting in a couple of different ways, though. So they're both Exynos based, not a huge surprise. They're lower cost Samsung phones. The 1380 and 1480 respectively. I don't have a lot of experience across those particular chunks of silicon, so it'll be interesting to see how they compare with what you can get in this price space for power. The one thing they should have, though, is longevity, because Samsung's announced that they will get 4 years of OS upgrades and 5 years of security upgrades. Now, that's great to see. Samsung's already doing a fair bit of work in the Galaxy S space to give the phones their longevity. It's wonderful to see it coming to more moderately priced phones. In terms of cameras, look, the specs seem okay. As you can see, I didn't really get a huge chance to do much more than twiddle with the zoom on the phones, but the specs seem okay for the price. Samsung's talking a big game about their low light capabilities. Obviously, I need to test that to really give it a full appraisal. They've got reasonable form there, though, so my hopes are high. The Galaxy A55 will run you $699 in Australia. Obviously, elsewhere on the planet, going to cost you different. While the Galaxy A35 will run you $549. As yet, no word on any kind of contract status with a telco here in Australia. Stay tuned on that one, although at this price point, it's few and far between these days, I find. This is honestly a super competitive space, and that's kind of exciting because it's great to see companies like Samsung, but also Motorola and HMD Global, Nokia, and even Oppo providing good quality phones at these kinds of price points so that you don't have to break the bank to own them, so that you can have a nice looking phone with hopefully decent battery life. Exynos is usually pretty good at that. Decent cameras, again, Samsung's got some form there, and that promise of 4 years of OS upgrades. As I said, I've got an A55 into review, so stay tuned for that review, and I should get an A35 not long thereafter. Thanks for watching.